Number 6, we want n to be bigger than -3. It says -3 is less than n. In other words, n is bigger. We're looking for numbers that are the monster, the alligator is eating the n. We want numbers bigger than -3. And at the same time, though, we need them to be less than 2. So let's look at what that looks like. N is bigger than -3. Here's -3. It does not include it. Doesn't say we're equal to. Numbers bigger than the alligator's eating it. What numbers are bigger than -3? Everybody that direction. Now let's look at this piece. We need numbers less than 2. Well, here's 2. Doesn't include it. We need it less than. We need it going that direction. So what numbers do you see in both? Because it doesn't say or, it says and. It has to be both. So that's going to go from here to here. Those are the numbers right in here from these spots. Those are the numbers they share. For example, 0. 0 would be true here, wouldn't it? 0 is bigger than -3, and at the same time, it's less than 2. So this is the graph that we want. Number 7, we want the number to stay smaller than 5. 5's bigger than our number, or that. So what does this mean? Or is usually one's going to be shooting that way, and the other's going to be shooting that way. So let's start with this piece. N is less than 5. Here's 5, doesn't include it, and it's less than 5. So it's going number smaller than 5, okay? Because the 5's being eaten by the alligator. So 5's bigger than anybody we pick, and 5 is bigger than 1 and 0 and -1 and so forth. So all those are solutions. Now let's deal with the n bigger than 8. Here's 8, doesn't include it. So it gets an open circle to get right up to it, but not include it. And the numbers bigger than that are right there. Number 8, this is saying n is between -2 and 2. What numbers are between -2 and 2? Well, that's from here to there. Notice I used open circles because it did not say that it included -2 or 2. It was everybody in between. 0. 0 is true. 0 is between -2 and 2. 1. 1 is between -2 and 2. There's the graph for number 8. Number 9, we want them both to be true. We're looking for numbers smaller than 7, and the number must be bigger than or equal to 5. So let's graph this first. N is less than 7. That's going to be here. Numbers smaller than 7 would be going to the left that way. 6, 5, 4, those are smaller than 7. N is bigger than or equal to 5. That'd be here going what? That direction. So we're looking for numbers that make them both true. It says and, not or, and. Well, that's obviously going from here at 5 to here at 7. It's this part right here. The numbers right in here, what they both have together. From 5 to 7. 6. 6 is smaller than 7 and bigger than or equal to 5. And finally, we want n bigger than 4 and smaller than 2. Well, bigger than 4. Numbers bigger than 4 would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Numbers smaller than 2 is here that way. Now, what do they share? Because it's got to be both. They don't share anything, do they? There's no overlap here. There's no number that's bigger than 4 yet smaller than 2. Makes no sense. So here, there's no solution. There's no solution. There's no graph to it at all. Just leave it empty, the empty set.